Almost every week, the City of Reno asks homeless people to move their encampments in response to calls from neighbors. Well, this week, we've shadowed the city to see what that process looks like. Faith Justice tells us what happens in the days leading up to a cleanup.
Yesterday, this gravel and concrete lot was lined with tents and homeless encampments, but today the people who were living here are gone, and any belongings they left behind are being thrown away. Some are still scrambling to pack up their things, but the City of Reno says the people who were living here had plenty of warning that this sweep was coming.
We will notice everybody 7 days in advance prior to a cleanup.
You're packing up ahead of the cleanup tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure.
One day before the city rolled up with dump trucks, Eric Riddle was busy putting his every belonging into a bag or cart and fixing his bike for the journey. He says he's lived in Reno for 8 years and has gotten used to moving ahead of cleanups.
It's not really difficult in the sense of, I know it's coming. I know they don't want me here. So I just try to get out before they get here,
The day of the cleanup, others are not so agreeable. Some yelled accusations of harassment, and others said they'd be right back to camping along Commercial Row by tomorrow. The Clean and Safe manager says it doesn't deter her team from doing their job.
If someone declines services that day, that doesn't mean they'll always decline services.
Caitlin Canner says her team is building rapport and trust with people living on the streets, even as they're telling them they need to move. In the last week, they made 79 contacts. 13 accepted help.
So one day they will be ready, and we're there to support them and connect them to the services.
But not everyone is ready today. Eric Riddle told us he thinks of it as his personal choice not to look for permanent housing, and he just hopes people won't think of him as a bad person for trying to rise above his situation without going to a shelter. Covering the story, Faith Justice, 2 News Nevada.